Alright guys, we're back. There was one other area that was obsessed with a nightliness, and that's Gallopolis. Now I looked it up just to be sure whether it was Gallopolis or Puerto Valor, and it's Gallopolis that we're looking for. But yeah, we got yet another costume today, guys. I'm excited about this. Can I get into the castle at night? I don't know if I can, actually. I have to go stay at the inn. They're all looking at the Dark Star. Yeah, I can't get into the castle. Alright, let's go stay at the inn real quick. Okay, so the thing we're looking for... Well, let's stop and talk to the king anyway. He might have a quest that we need to at least, you know, pay attention to. I don't know if we do or not, but there's a side quest over there we can pick up at least. Ah, my dear Sasori, well, how wonderful to see you again. Alas, I fear that you have chosen a dark time to visit us. The star that looms above the celestial stand threatens all Gallopolis, all Erdria in fact. I dispatched my fighter Thursday nights to investigate it, but my main concern at the moment is the sheer number of subjects who are fleeing the city in terror. I feel it's my duty to give my fellow Gallopolitans a reason to stay, which is why I have arranged a racing extravaganza for their pleasure. Your participation will be most greatly appreciated. There is actually a costume we can get for doing the race. Now, I don't like racing in this game. I also don't like racing in most games. So... To be a king, to be a master, Pokemon master. I wanna be a Pokemon master. So. So you wanna be a master of Pokemon? You have what it takes to be #1. Hey Ferris, what kind of quest do you have for me? Oh, my dear Sasori, I was hoping you would come and visit. I have a favor to ask. You see, and I know that I can always count on my old friend. Now, as you can imagine, the appearance of that black star and the increased viciousness of the local monsters will put a rather strain on our brave desert knights. However, I do not know whether it is due to lack of experience or lack of concentration, but the sad truth is that most of our men are simply not up to the task. It does not bode well for the future. Now, as you know, I am a practical prince, and I like to try and find solutions wherever possible. Can you imagine, therefore, how delighted I was to hear of a berry that boosts concentration on the battlefield? These miraculous fruits are known as pep pips, and they grow on the boughs of the pepper tree. Can I trouble you to fetch one of its branches for me? I'll reward you handsomely, of course. Okay. I knew I could count on you, old friend. I would ask one of my servants, but the pepper tree grows in a rather tricky location. Thank goodness you come along when you did. Location is in an elevated area in the northern part of the fourth forest. I've heard that only special people will be allowed to enter this place, but that is a trivial detail. You'll have no problem gaining access, I'm sure. 1,000 thank yous for agreeing to help, old friend. It would seem that the future of Gallopolis is in our hands once more. You had to do SMC, do some of the racing for you? That's just because she jives better with like racing like style things, or was the motion like really hard to follow for you? Because sometimes when you do the speed up for me, the motion like throws my brain off. Okay, we're gonna go back to Tickington. She's better at that kind of thing. Gotcha. I'm just no good at racing games. Like, if I can brute force my way through them, generally, if it's just like a quest or two that you have to do. But like a full-on racing game, like I just don't do well with them. I'm gonna stay at the inn real quick, just because we gotta heal up Hendrik. You constantly overcorrect when turning. Yeah, same. I figure we could do the smaller Tickington stuff here, but there are some like other ones that are kind of dangerous that I don't want to do, just because even on normal they're hard as shit. That's the kind of thing I want to, like, prep for, and I don't want to put that much prep on stream. Like, we've been playing Dragon Quest XI for a while now, and I'm not upset about that. I love this game, and I will keep playing it, but that's the kind of thing I want to, like, do on my own time. Ah, there you are, hon. Well, how'd it go? Did you find a book on how to be a king? Great, you got it. To be a king. Yep, that sounds like the one, all right? Now, have Aaron take a good look. Patty hands Aaron the book, and she begins leafing through the pages. A true king should never lose sight of who they really are, no matter what happens. A true king takes responsibility for the well-being of his people. He must never forget what he owes to others. If a king loses his pride, his subjects will suffer, and a king who makes his subjects suffer is unworthy of his honored role. I see. So when a king loses his pride, it makes life hard for his subjects. Yes, I can see that. It's just like when an innkeeper loses their pride. Their guests suffer for it. Which means I must have been making my guests suffer terribly with all my moping. What kind of innkeeper am I? I almost lost sight of the only thing that matters, my customers. Phew, that book worked like a charm. Aaron's got her old Spock back. Everything's gonna be okay, and we owe it all to you. Here's a little something by way of thanks. A file of Saint to Someone. Putting a smile back on someone's face might not seem like the greatest thing you've ever achieved, but trust me, Aaron's smile is really something special. It makes everyone happy. Take it from me, when Aaron was down in the dumps, so was everybody else. It knocked the wind out of all of our sails. But now she's got her mojo back, we can all breathe a sigh of relief. You're the best. Thanks. Yay! Infinite potential. Complete. And we got ourselves a Sainted Some out of the deal, so. I'll say it with my guests. If I'm not smiling, neither are they. What good are rewards and accolades if you forget something as simple as that? But I won't forget again. I'm going to keep smiling and take pride in my work and make every single customer who walks through the door feel special. So happy to have the old Aaron back. We all to you. It was very strange, though. What could have happened to have made her suddenly lose her confidence like that? I suspect some dastardly plot, but who could be behind it? Now that you've helped Aaron get her old spark back, I just know everything's going to be all right. Putting a smile on someone's face might not seem like the greatest thing you've ever achieved, but trust me, Aaron's smile is really something special. It makes everyone happy. Take it from me, when Aaron was down in the dumps, so was everybody else. It knocked the wind out of our sails. Now she's got her mojo back. You can all be beside you. You're the best. Thanks. Okay. Okay, hang on. There's supposed to be something else here. If I leave and come back... Oh shit, son. Look, that book is... It's got a little statue on it. There's be something else here. Hang on. Look it up. Yeah. Fuck so much. It is infinite potential, so why isn't she buying stuff, selling me stuff? She's supposed to. Hang on. Okay. So apparently that chick sells you costumes, but you don't just have to finish the quest in this area. You have to finish all of them. We were gonna work on them anyway, so let's do that. Oh, we're going to Damdara. This is Dragon Quest 1 area. Do I spy a wanderer coming to visit? I bid thee welcome, friend. Now, unless mine eyes deceive me, thou art no callow youth, but rather a seasoned warrior. Allow me to apprise thee of what hath befallen this place. 'Twas once the fair town of Damdara. Alas, 'tis now a monster-ravaged wasteland whose people have all fled. Our woes began when marauding fiends laid waste to our beloved home. Now one among them is risen again. By what foul means I know not. I speak of that shadowy chevalier, the knight aberrant. This wicked being now ruleth over the ruins of Damdara, and hath roused the departed from their slumber that he might tyrannize them. Yeah, I myself am one such unfortunate being. I know not who thou art, friend, but I beseech thee, take up arms against the knight aberrant, and return us to our rest. Prithee, banish the darkness that hath descended upon this place. Alright, we get some Densinium out of this as well. Huzzah! Thou wilt accede to my request? Verily, the hero we have awaited hath come at last. Now thine enemy, the knight aberrant, doth oft appear behind the armors in the southeast of town. Prithee, lay this foul fiend to rest, that our own unquiet souls may sleep once more. Ghosts of a Golden Age. The monstrous marauders did fall upon our town as a lion doth its prey. Those who could not flee in time were slain without mercy. Aye, 'tis true. All those thou wilt encounter here are long since dead. Yet all were rudely roused from the slumber and now haunt the very place that once called home. Awoken by the knight aberrant that he might terrorize what remaineth of this place all the more. Truly our fate is not one that one would wish upon any bitter foe. Hadst thou come sooner, thou wouldst have found all manner of fine items available to purchase. Alas, we have been forced to offer up all that we own to that wicked tyrant, the knight aberrant. Fie upon him! Would it not have sufficed to rob us of our lives? Wherefore must the fiend torment us, even beyond the grave? Verily, fate is a cruel mistress indeed. Our heartless new master booketh no dissent. Were we display the merest hint of resistance, he would doubtless be cruelly punished. Yet we are safe for the nonce. The wicked creature is abroad. Upon his return, he will no doubt resume his favorite post behind Magog's shop or younger. How long has it been since the town fell out to the fiends and our servitude began? Verily, 'tis too painful to dwell upon it. Yea, to lose one's life is a fate cruel enough to itself. To lose one's honor and bow to the will of monsters, this truly is a fate worse than death. Lo, might this be our savior who standeth before me? Might this be the one to smite the knight aberrant and free us from this cruel vassalage at last? Our tormentor doth oft appear behind this place. Gird up thy loins, friend, and do thine utmost to end our suffering. Ha! Gird your loins! A curious memory doth trouble my mind of late. I did spy Magog as he buried a certain something neath the tree behind his shop. It was on the very eve of the calamity that struck us. What might it have been, I know not. And besides, 'twas long ago. Whatever it was, that was long since been disinterred or otherwise removed. There's no rest for we unhappy souls. Trapped twixt life and death, we toil morning, noon, and night. How I long for release! How I long to know peace at last! Yet 'tis hopeless, it seems. Our cruel master hath sentenced us to ceaseless servitude. Heed me, wanderer. The knight aberrant under whose tyranny we labor is known to appear without warning to the rear of the armorer's shop. Be sure to be on thy guard. As to the matter wherefore he might haunt such a place, this I know not. Could something precious perhaps have been lost to him there? An eerie voice could be heard drifting on the air. Wherefore comest thou here, fool? Knowest thou that to vex the ruler of this realm is a misery is a crime punishable by death? Have at thee! Here he is. This guy might be familiar. He's been in the game since Dragon Quest 1. Alright. Well, first off, I'm gonna put my weapon back on. We had the metal greatsword. There we go. Wisely. Yay, we're faster now. He's buffed. Oh, good thing I'm using a greatsword, because... Yeah, look at that Gert Falcon slash. Hell yeah. I noticed that my characters will use more, like, of their abilities in, Oh, cool. Yeah, I noticed that my characters will use more of their abilities in this mode than they do in 3D mode. Why did you just oomph on Serena, of all people? Serena's using fucking magic. There we go. Okay, well, I thought that's not great. And he's defeated. Serena reached level 69. Nice. All right. Serena, do you have enough points for what we're doing? I don't think you do. I think you need 16 for that one. Yeah. Extra 20 MP is going to be nice. We can get it. With the Knight of Bear defeated, the spirits of the townfolk will be able to rest in peace once more. Go and tell the man at the entrance of Damdara that his oppressor is no more. Is he even there? Like, he should have disappeared the rest of them, right? Praise be! We are delivered from our plight. Verily, thou art the savior we have long so awaited. Prithee, accept this small token of my gratitude. Trifling though it be. 5 chunks of densinium. Sick. Hadst thou not happened upon our humble town, mayhap we might never have been saved. Now, though, thanks to thy timely intervention, we may sleep peacefully at last. I am Galen, best amongst bards, whose praises once were sung in every corner of this fair land. The town of Damdara, in whose ruins thou standest, was once a bustling, handsome settlement, but alas, no more. Though when I close mine eyes, glad scenes of yesteryear do float before me as if they occurred only yesterday. Come, friend, join me in my reverie. That's nostalgia. Alright, we still have to find another password for that one. Let's go to this one, though. Baramos. Oh, fuck. Okay. This is gonna be interesting. Lee, when the hero of Alia had toppled the evil Baramos, we could have forgiven for thinking we have seen the last of the monsters who terrorized our land. But no such luck, I'm afraid. No, there are sinister things afoot. If you're inclined to help us, and wish to learn more, I reckon you speak to His Majesty over there. Lee, the things do not look good. Wait, what do we have here? Caramba, a mighty warrior. Aye, you look like you know one end of the sword from the other. But I'm getting ahead of myself. Let me explain a little about this place. This was once the seat of power of the king of the Necrogond, before the Archpriest Baramos came to and claimed it as his own. Happily, a great hero ventured forth from a place called Aliahan and smote the beast. With peace restored to our world, we came from all over to honor those who fell at Baramos' hands. Aye, but things are really so simple. To our horror, when we arrived here, we found countless reanimated cadavers prowling the corners of the castle on a quest to revive their fallen master. If they succeed, the incredible achievement of the hero who toppled Baramos would have been for naught. No, we cannot allow this to happen. But we need your help, stranger. What do you say? We get a Dracolite for this, so yeah, sure. I warrant that it will be able to tell you more about who or what is orchestrating this plot to resurrect the fallen fiend. Por favor, find them and put an end to their monstrous machinations. Alright. King of Portoga is the one that wanted us to get Pepper, I think. Alright, so these are enemies we've actually seen before. Armfuls and living statues. Oh shit, someone critted. Okay, so I'm not gonna fight too many battles here, but I will fight a couple. Mechanicors, alright, these aren't new. One of them's asleep. Let's use Giga Crash. That's Amore! Okay. 475, alright. Hey, Sylvando leveled up, sick. Alright. You have 9, and Sylvando, you were going to be working on this one. We do not have enough points. Wait, no, do I? Actually, I do have enough. Never mind. Okay, he's gonna learn Nastier Knives. Now, this is very important for something I want to do later in the game. So we'll see if I can get to it. But yeah, that should be fun later. Okay, let's go over here and fight this, I guess. The cursed voice, it rattles around in my skull, and I cannot ignore it. It first spoke me as I lay in my grave. Wise people of the Necrogod had said, give me life once more, and I vow to grant you eternal bliss. I forget if they make you do, like, the whole fucking castle here. However, I'm gonna do this. What did I do with my life? What did I achieve? Nothing. But I have no regrets. My life was a mere prelude to this. Yes, when we serve the mighty Baramos, then we shall do as we please. Now I must merely bide my time and amuse myself by tearing you limb from limb. Alright, well, you're gonna regret you did that. I don't know why you're raising lightning resistance, but... Got him! Oh, you dropped treasure chest. Thanks for the big bone. Forgive me, I should not have attacked you, but I was not in control of my actions. I lied. I was proud to be born in the Necron. I achieved much with the life I was given. I knew joy and true fulfillment. At least now you know the truth. There's no response. It's just a corpse. Casarola, please do not sneak up on me like that. I was certain you were a monster. Forgive me, I am a little on edge. If I had known that the things would end up like this, I would have insisted on the hero keeping my crown when we first came to Aliahan. Yeah, grubby bandage. Sick. At first, all I had were questions. Why did I return? What am I here to do? But then I heard his voice and everything became clear. We must restore our master Barmos. That is what we are here to do. Okay. This leads us out. Why is the king of all people, like, just out doing this, by the way? And, you know, praise them, like, getting their hands dirty and whatnot, but, normally kings don't do that. At first, I tried to resist, but it was futile. Now I know I was wrong. If I only obey the voice in my head, I can be free. I can truly live again. I mean, true, I guess. Where the fuck did I go? Is there more over here that I can do? Up here, maybe? I don't remember where the path through this castle. Soon it will begin. I can feel it in my bones. The right to resurrection, and none can stop it. The people of the Necrogon once guarded the Pit of Gaiga. We wish to protect the world, to prevent calamity. But now I see how futile it was. Peace means nothing. Protecting others is for fools. All that matters is power, and serving Barmos will give us power with that end. Okay. Just when everything was going so well, we had our victim. The sacrifice was at hand, and then you had to come along. Oh, in fact, I cannot leave disrupt the sacred rite. 2 arms! Okay. Get him, Serena. Get him, Hendrik. Got him. Finally, I am free. I was a mere puppet. I tried to resist, but my body was not my own. Thank you for freeing me, stranger. Thank you. I do not envy you. I am free. Free from all fear. Free from all pain. Come, let me set you free. You can be like me. Okay. That's certainly an armful. And he's dead. Savando juggled him to death. He dropped another big bone. I thank you. The voice in my head is gone. My mind is my own once more. Now I am truly free. Oh, Brigato! Thank you for saving me. But still I fear for the life of the brave young soldier who was carried away by these undead fiends. Oh, that was just Bob Dole. Don't worry about that. Okay, hang on. Go over here. Over here. Okay, that leads to a dead end. Oh, we got it. Okay, this leads over here. There's 2 treasure chests there. I want treasure. All our prayers, the sacrifice we will make, it is all for one end. The resurrection of Barmos, you too should pray. Yeah, I'm probably not going to do that, let's be real. It is most curious, but I am convinced that I saw one of those undead creatures weeping. Perhaps they are not truly evil. Perhaps they are merely pawns in a higher power's game. Truly, that is not a fate I would wish on anyone. As far as I can tell, the undead are in fact the people of the Necrogon. It seems both the king and his unfortunate subjects have been resurrected. It is a truly tragic irony that those who fell victim to the Archfiend Barmos should be forced to have to revive it. I am convinced that somewhere in this castle there's a monstrous mastermind pulling the strings and controlling the hordes of undead. If the sinister manipulator were to be defeated, the unquiet souls at his command would be surely released from his thrall, and any danger of Barmos being revived would be ended. Alright, well, let's go find out. We'll figure this out, shall we? I want those treasure chests, though. Oh, hey, dude. Urn of Saints' Ashes. That voice! I cannot give in to it! I cannot let it win! No! There's something more powerful than that voice! Something I cannot ignore! I speak of my people's pain, their anguish at being treated as mere puppets. That vile creature who calls himself the Necrogondolier must be defeated. Only when he joins his master in oblivion can my people truly be in peace. I think this makes you want to replay Builders 2 again, which is weird, because you think it makes me want to play 3 2D HD. Well, I do think you should play 3 2D HD, but... which is truly terrifying sight. A gang of putrid corpses seized a young soldier and carried him down the stairs to the center of the pond. I gave chase, but a powerful evil seemed to hang in the air, growing greater with every step I took. It chilled my blood, and I'm ashamed to say that my nerve failed me and I turned back. Well met, stranger. I am the king of Edina, but fear not. I have the common touch. That means I can make conversation with everyone from foreign dignitaries to the lowliest bumpkins, such as yourself. Now, this is rather embarrassing to admit, but after managing to make it all the way within a hair's breadth of the bad hat who's behind all this, I'm afraid I find myself rather too frightened to continue. Yeah, well, fuck you for calling me a bumpkin, you sack of shit. Hey, dude. Any who would disrupt the ceremony must die! Die! Hey, white birds. Hey, dude. Eat shit. Yeah, fucking weird, king. You're talking to a prince, exactly. Too many RPGs, I agree. I beg of you, defeat him. The fiendish priest. There is yet time. The ceremony is not yet over. But you must hurry, please. I did not understand why Barmos had not yet returned to us, but now I know. It is your fault. It is you who stand in our way. But no more. Prepare for the end. Damn, Savando. Shredded that dude. Finally, I can speak the truth. Do not let Barmos return, I beseech you. Hideous mortal, the frailty of your flesh offends my eyes. You disgust me, and so you must die. Okay. Get him, Sylvando. So this is what it means to be free. You dare disrupt our prayers? You dare to hinder us as we call Barmos back from the beyond? In a name that is all that is unholy, you shall pay for your insolence. Sylvando could not suffer him to live any longer. You have freed me. You have broken the chains that ensnared my soul. I thank you, stranger. There's no response. The guard is unconscious. How unconscionable. See how the fallen of the Necrogon obey my every word. Yes, they have served me well, but little do they know that their reward will be unimaginable suffering. Yes, their torment is only the beginning. The time of his return is at hand. Fed by the flesh of the living and the despair of the wakened dead, my lord and master Barmos shall rise once more. But wait, what is this? They are gone! My minions! Those who were to assist me in the right! This cannot be! Are you responsible for this? Do you mean to prevent me from reviving my master? Yeah, I knew it. You have committed a heinous crime. Not only have you interrupted my ceremony, but you have deprived me of my company among my puppets. Pathetic though they were, I liked having them around. You know what I love most about the Dark Prince other than the 4 tie-in? Bob Doll. No, what? Is it that you get to play as Sarah? Dude, he actually did some decent damage there. Okay, I got an idea. Okay, he cast a spell, right? Well, guess what, guys? Guess what? Okay, item. Benevolence time. Oh, we confused him. Look at that! Spell resistance increased! Oh shit, she raised my defense or something. I'll take it though. He hit himself and cured his... Alright, what can I do? Temper Tantrum? Quite fantastic. Blaze of Glory? Everyone's attack power went up. Alright, well. Alright. You've been able to keep a Jackie in your team the whole game, and it's really damn strong. You know what? That is awesome. You know what else, though? When I played Dragon Quest V, I kept a slime in my whole party the whole time. And I can't say he was really, really strong, but he, you know, kept up the whole game. How? Who are you? How did you manage to defeat me? What about my dreams? My beautiful dreams? Please, Master, take me. Offer myself on you that I might live again. Please, Master! You essentially just have to tell me to resurrect the Archie in Baramos. But back to the King of Praga near the castle entrance. What's that you say? I was all set to be used as a sacrifice. Now the undead fiends who have overrun the castle are all gone? Wait, that means the battle's over, right? And I was out cold the whole time? Oh, this is so embarrassing. What am I going to tell my superior officer? Ah, what a blessed release. I sensed the evil had dispersed. Sure enough, the fiend who was orchestrating all this is no more. You defeated him, did you not? Well, bravo! Who would have thought a humble bumpkin such as yourself would have it in you? What a blessed relief. Truly, I feared for the life of that young soldier, but it seems you came to the rescue. Thank you so much. Dude, stop calling me a bumpkin. Yeah, I actually had somebody get mad at me, Mel, when I was playing, because I gave all the liquid metal armor and weapons to the slime in Dragon Quest V. You're next, King. You know what the good thing about having to walk through this area is? No. The dead have all vanished, but before they disappeared, they were surrounded by a glowing light, and their faces took on the look of the deepest relief. The power manipulating them is no more. Finally, the people of the Necrogon have been freed from their hideous enslavement. I pray that they truly know peace. I have resolved to remain here and ensure nothing like this ever happens again. You do not have to say a thing. I can tell from your eyes. It was you who defeated the Puppet Master and extirpated the evil from this place. Words cannot express my gratitude to you. I feared for the peace that was so hard won by the mighty hero who defeated Baramos. But you came to the rescue. I salute you. And you want to know what else? When I beat the post-game boss of Dragon Quest VI in under 19 turns, I had a fucking heal slime with me. Like, and a normal slime. Actually, I had both of those things. Give me loot. Prayer ring. Seed of defense. Seed of agility. Alright. Exactly. My response to them was, the slime earned his place in my team by being excellent. But also, if they wanted the game played a particular way, they were free to turn the game on and play it themselves. I would not get in their way. I promised them that. Lee, you have returned, and it seems you have had some success. The walking dead are no more, and the stench of evil has faded. I knew you could do it. I knew you could defeat whatever evil was plotting the resurrection of the fiend Bahamut. Oh, Brigado, thank you. Now take this, por favor. Truly, you have earned it. I have Draculite. Lee, but there's more. I found a mysterious word carved into the wall of the castle. I do not pretend to know what it means, but it may prove useful to you now. Oh, fuck, did he just teach me a password? Baramos' castle has been added to the list of locations you can... Great. You have saved us all. Baramos will not return, and the fall of the Necrogon can rest in peace again. We pray our respects for them. We'll stack for the sacrifices they made. We will return to our respective kingdoms, now that we will never forget what you have done. He taught me words. Alright, so normally we'd be done about now, but I am going to go heal, save, and we'll go for another 30 minutes or so, because I started about an hour late, so... And I think tomorrow we're gonna, or Monday, we'll go through and get through more of this, the Tickington stuff. And then we'll go on with more of the main story. There's still lots to do in Act 3, guys. Like, it's going to be a bit before we're through with Dragon Quest XI. This might actually take me longer to do than Dragon Quest 7. Though, to be fair, I wasted a lot of time just gathering and fighting things early on in the game. So there's that to consider. Can you stop opening that, please? Okay. It'd be nice if the church would let me save while I'm in there, but it does not seem to let me. Okay, so before we move on, we're going to take a quick break. I'll be right back, and then we got more Dragon Quest XI for you. Recording.